Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. In this one, you'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. So a moment now to see the story for Tyrese Maxey.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Look at the 76ers starting group. George in the front court alongside Martin. Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. And it's Yabusele in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Chicago, Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. The guard set is Giddey and White. And it's Levine in at the small forward position. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Now Levine. Paul George missing from long range. It's hauled in by George. And the 76ers with possession. And it's Oubre. The drive. That one drops for him.
Oubre, extremely focused that time, was not going to be denied.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Free throw, good, Oubre.
Kelly Oubre Jr. is a springy, bouncy wingman. I mean, provides scoring punch from the 3, and he also provides energy at the defensive end that his team needs.
Now here's White. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. 4 on the clock. Back to Giddey. Latrey. Offensive rebound. Vucevic finds Levine. Williams has a screen for Levine. It's good from long range.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
George passes to Yabusele. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Vucevic a screen on George. Here's Levine. And he lays it straight in. Levine's got 5 now.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Now, here's Maxey. Providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night. Here's George. Rebound by the Bulls. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Now here's Levine. Paul George unable to get his shot to go.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Outside for Martin. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Giddey the pass to White. Giddey with the screen on Oubre. Oubre against White. Pass to Vucevic. Lets the 3 fly. Trains the 3-pointer.
You know, guys, we've seen Vucevic add this to his game. Now you have to take him seriously from distance.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Now here's Levine. A 24-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
Now Maxey. After Zach LaVine missed from long range.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And bringing the fight there. LaVine fearless, creating contact for the potential +1.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
1:36 left to play here in the first. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Ball's checked in for Zach LaVine. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Chicago, a season filled with ups and downs, 10th right now in the conference. And, of course, there's the 76ers, 2 games back.
Well, I think for the Sixers, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
Now here's Gordon. He had 15 points last outing. And here's George for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. George has got 5 now.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's 3-point shooting.
Pass to Dosunmu. Outside White. There's the triple. Buries it from 3-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's George. Last game with 30 points.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
Dosunmu, the pass to Ball. Now here's White. Smith sets the pick for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
The Bulls shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And that one falls for White. And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. And both free throws good for White.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Gordon against White. Pass to Council. To the inside. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Nance.
Inside, Gordon stays loose and free, ready to make his moves around the defense there.
White against Gordon. Smith with a screen on Gordon. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Gordon, and it's Bona in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, you can't let ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Here's Max after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Gordon inside. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Bulls leading by 7. Smith with a screen on Maxey. Paul buries it down low. Bulls got 4 points now in the quarter.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
And the basket by Gordon.
Nice to see Gordon use his touchdown low. I mean, not the biggest guy, but still skilled at scoring close to the bucket.
Dosunmu, the pass to Smith. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Basket good. Bulls got the lead back up to 9 now for Chicago.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Maxey kicks to Gordon. Here's Doughton, defended by Dosunmu. Doughton passes to Maxey. Over ball. Maxey, no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. Buzelis' shot is good. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Williams. Zach LaVine comes in for Buzelis. Whitey's checked in for Dosunmu. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Ball. Oubre against White. Pass to Giddey. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. Giddey's got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago.
And if you allow Giddey to get in rhythm, he is more than capable of knocking it down.
Here's Maxey. And it's White with the rebound. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's Giddey. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. And I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. The 76ers also with a sub. Jackson's checked in. And both free throws good for Giddey.
And that's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
Outside, George. And it's off from 3-point range. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Jackson against Giddey. Down low, Vucevic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And George, here we go, over LaVine. A nice shot by George. George has got 7 points in the game.
Love the flow and rhythm that George plays with. Very impressive. He's got a natural, comfortable cadence to his pace.
Now here's Williams. He has yet to score. Good work defensively by Martin. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 15-point game over LaVine. And it's George again missing. Chicago has gone 5 of 9 when they put up a 3-point shot tonight. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Nice touch on the floater. Another tool that LaVine's developed. I mean, he's becoming a better all-around scorer for sure.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Yeah, it's good to see him with this free throw percentage up over 80.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
That one misses for LaVine.
You know, when you think of Zach LaVine, his scoring comes to mind immediately, but he also rebounds effectively and passes it pretty good, too.
Now, here is George. He's got 7.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Outside, LaVine. Pass to Williams. LaVine with it, and it's Martin picking him up. LaVine against Jackson to the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. Giddey kicks to White. Lets it go with a 3. And the Bulls get it back. And Vucevic throws it down.
Established his position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Now George. He's got 9. Sinks the 15-footer. George has got 6 in the quarter.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
thought we got pretty good shots, you know, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully start making some of them.
Well, you can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there, challenging times for the franchise.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Bulls.
How about all the points coming off those bench, man? I'm telling you, when you get that kind of scoring up and down the lineup, you can write your own ticket to wins.
Yeah, complete team effort, and they're playing an entertaining style as well. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The Bulls leading by 15. The wingmen, White and Levine. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. And it's Giddey in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And it's White missing. The 76ers shooting well. They're at 45%. Kicks it out to Maxey. Rebound by the Bulls.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
White the pass to Levine. White setting the pick for Levine. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
From deep, George. That one doesn't go. Chicago's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. The 76ers trail by 17. Maxey kicks to George. There's the pick. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too.
Here's Levine. Paul George making his last shot. Excellent D there from George.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Oubre, a screen on Levine. And here's George for 3. The Bulls leading by 14. Giddey the pass to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game. On the wing, George. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And looking at the Boston matchup, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
George double-teamed. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Kelly Oubre. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Gordon's checked in for Caleb Martin. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. Plays it up and banks it in. Maxey's got 5.
That's where Maxey's at his best. He wants to get the ball inside.
Vucevic a screen on Oubre. Oubre against White. Misses from short range.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
Pass to Maxey. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Josh Giddey.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Smith checked in for Patrick Williams. Dosunmu comes in for Levine, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Josh Giddey. Now here's White. He has 5. Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. Over Maxey. Ball with the bucket. 8 points for him.
Ball likes that pick and roll action now. He's excellent at running. He's got a lot of experience doing it. He knows when to pass it or when to take the shot himself.
Here's Maxey. Good on the triple.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Bruce Ellis is checked in for the Bulls. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard for the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play these guys heads up. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Now, here is Smith, still without a basket. White, good.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Here's George. 13 points in the game. Over Bruce Ellis. Ball with the rebound.
And offensively,
he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
We've got 1:13 left here in the third quarter. Here's White. Missed inside.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Doughton. Here's Oubre. The three. Buries the long-range jumper. Oubre's got 6.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Now here's Ball. 8 points for him. Here's George. To the wing right side. Here's Doughton. White covering. Here's George. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So both teams changing it up here. Bulls leading by 12. Outside, Ball. Driving inside. Yep, that one goes in there. 10 points for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's Chicago, with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way that Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Tyrese Maxey, and it's Bona in at center. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
And the first one at the line is good. Nancy's checked in for the 76ers. And so he hits both. The Bulls leading by 12. Dosunmu with it. Smith with a screen on Maxey. It's tipped. 7-foot shot, and he drops that one in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Here's Phillips. Pass to Dosunmu. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks that one from the post.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And so here is Philadelphia. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Doughton. Defended by Dosunmu. Doughton, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. Pass to Maxey. And they double up Maxey. Here's Doughton. Defended by Dosunmu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
No good on that one. Some changes for Chicago. Zach LaVine's checked in for Buzelis, and it's Carter in for Ball. And the 76ers also making a change. Oubre's checked in for Yabusele. Good on the second free throw. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Philadelphia. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team, and he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Al Gordon, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Inside. Outside, Maxey misses the 3. Bulls leading by 13. And here is Dosunmu. Pass to Carter. LaVine against Jackson. Fires for 3. And Zach LaVine hits from deep. And the Bulls lead by 16.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
For 3, Nance. The rebound by Dosunmu. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Oubre against LaVine. Smith outside, launches from deep. Oubre pulls it in. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 16. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Maxey against Carter. Outside, LaVine. And the 3-ball is good. LaVine's got 6 in the quarter.
Look at the quickness from LaVine. Saw the defender closing in and still got the shot away.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the 76ers with some changes. Yabusele, he's checked in for Nance. Martin comes in for Gordon. And Paul George is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And George kicks to Maxey. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Martin. George, that's a 2-pointer. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Chicago. They're on a 10-1 run. Now here's Giddey. Not a lot of room. Count that one. And the Bulls lead by 21.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Zach LaVine.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
That's good from Yabusele. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. That one misses.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Dosunmu finds ball. Back to Dosunmu. That's tipped.
Oubre putting those long arms to work, manages to get a hand on it.
And the 76ers with possession. Outside Jackson. Left side Gordon. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, that's considerable concentration from the veteran Gordon there. His strength is what allowed him to make that happen.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Nick, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We were really good on defense, and then once we get stops, we're very good on offense. We got some easy ones, and we just kept grinding, you know. We never let it back in the game, and it felt good to get this one tonight.
Great performance by you guys, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Zach LaVine.